Hey guys, I'll be going over the ticker symbol SDC, the Smile Direct Club. I'm going to show you some trends and some key levels to look at. I already drew them up because I didn't want to draw them up on recording because it would just kind of take a little bit longer. So I'm going to try to keep this short as I can. So clearly we are in a bearish trend and it's been doing this for a year so far. And this company did IPO in 2019 and it was around 18 to 20 bucks and it's just been falling ever since. And yes, there is money to be made if you're swing trading, scalping, or just even if you want to just invest for the long term, which I think at these levels, these anything under $3, I think is very cheap. So no matter if you're thinking you're buying at a high at $2.60 or $2.80, you are realistically buying it at a low. So yes, say if you did buy at, $2.95 and it tanked just like it did, you would probably be screaming right now, you know. So the best thing to do at these levels would just, kind of like buy the dip. Buy the dip to average down, and if you are really scared about losing your money, you could always sell the peaks and buy the bottoms. And it's very hard to time sometimes because I always find out that when you sell, the stocks usually go higher than you thought they would have. So, okay, here's this on the 4 minute chart right here. We got a little trend going for us, and I would look for this trend. If it breaks downwards, we could test this other trend that we've been holding strong with. We bounced off it 5 times and broke through it once, but it snapped right back up, which I find that pretty nice. So even if we do break this little trend, we'll bounce off this line and could possibly start going back up. And this all relies on the market and buyers and news off Smile Direct. If we have a good day tomorrow with the markets, I could clearly see in this coming off these levels, breaking the high of this $2.60 and possibly retesting this $3 range. And I would not look at this $2.70 range as a resistance level because that's, most of the people are going to be looking for that $3 level. They would probably be wanting to sell at that $3 level, and where the 277 comes in would be the resistance level. So, or the support level. If once we break it, say we hit $3 and we get rejected, we'll come down to the 277 level most likely and get a little bounce. And if we can hold above that and retest that 3, I'm sure we will break above that 3. And so the next levels I think that are good levels would be the 406. On this long-term chart, this was the lows, around $4 to 406. It's just an area. I wouldn't go to the exact number because you could always miss the top just by trying to go to the exact number. So just keep in mind that the area, it could also be $4.38 could be the top. You never know. So my guess is if we break above $3, it could even do it in one shot. So don't try to play the game or don't try to beat the market because if this thing decides to run, it will run. And on top of that, we got 30.23% short, and that's the total shares of 36,014,611 shares that are shorted, or at least holding, waiting to short. We don't know, but that's pretty much what's going on. So earnings are coming out on the 28th. So I think those will be good earnings. It's not going to be terrible, and especially with the price all the way down here at $2, like that's real cheap. So if we could break that $4.06 level, I wouldn't worry about the $5.50 level too much. The main level I would really focus on would be that $7.61. If we do get a nice little short squeeze, that $7.61 area could be a good opportunity to sell some shares if you're trying to sell at the peak. I mean, it could always blow past these levels and hit the $10 level, but $7 would be like the absolute top. And the consolidation zone would be this 471 to $6 range, I'm sure. I could always be wrong on these. This is my opinion. So just showing you what I think could happen and the levels I would focus on. Small direct could possibly start a new bull run if it breaks out of this wedge, which it looks like it's doing. It might take a few days of maybe sideways movement or just a nice run to the upside. Usually when it has breakouts, it will start a nice run. That's not always 100% sure, and you got to rely on the markets too. If the markets decide to fall, most likely it could break these levels and come back into this little wedge. And don't think it's going to go to zero because it's not. So don't get freaked out. If anything, if you're scared to get in, you could always slowly just buy in. And if you want to take those scalps, take the profit if you want. It doesn't hurt to realize that money. If you're in it for the long term, I'm sure these levels probably won't bother you unless if you're just scalping and trend trading and short squeezing, everything, whatever. But yeah, this is the levels I got so far, and if it helps you out, cool. Hopefully we could get this thing to squeeze upwards or just into a new bull market. Yeah, I'm also invested in it, so I'm looking forward to making some money, and hopefully you guys can make some money too and hop on the train. I really do think a bull run is going to happen, so keep in mind of maybe these levels. So that's all I got.